Supernatural is wild. Before I get into this video, I just want to say spoilers for season 13. Do not watch this video if you do not want to hear predictions for season 14 or hear anything that has happened in season 13. I will be talking up to the finale in season 13, so you have been warned. So we all know that there was a problem in season 13. Heaven. Heaven might fall, heaven might die, we may get another apocalypse. I don't even fucking know at this point. But there are a lot of things that need to be addressed with this whole thing, because I feel like we didn't really get that big of a like thing. Also, I apologize for this angle. I'm kind of like down here like this, but yeah, I just took a shower, my hair is wet, I look like shit, and I had to find the best angle I could to do this video. So I'm going to be looking at my screen while I'm talking because that's my script and I have the memory span of a goldfish, so bear with me. In season 13, episode 19, the episode title was Funeralia. I don't know how to fucking say it. It was revealed to us that heaven was in danger. There was a shortage, or there still is a shortage of angels in heaven, and heaven is barely holding up. It is also revealed to us that angels are what keeps heaven running, kind of like a battery. Their grace is a battery for them. There are about 12 angels left in our universe, the one that Sam and Dean is in. Naomi tells Castiel that the angels are what keeps heaven running, and if they lose more angels, all the souls that are housed in heaven will fall to earth. Before we get into how this can be stopped, we need to look into what would happen if it wasn't stopped, which could still be a possibility. A ghost is a soul of a person who at death did not choose to go with the Reaper into the afterlife, but chose to stay. Ghosts are often resided in the veil, but if strong enough, can pierce through the veil, shout out to all my emo kids, and be visible to the living, or even move things around at their own leisure and things like that. At first, most ghosts are exactly like the way they were before their death. But Tessa, the Reaper, if you don't remember her, she's dead now, had explained to Dean that the longer a ghost remains on Earth, the more dangerous and violent it becomes, resulting in a vengeful spirit. The problem comes when we realize that these souls that were in heaven would fall to Earth and would become ghosts. There would be nothing to attach those spirits to Earth. In this case, they would be stuck in the veil, and therefore there would be no way for them to properly be put to rest. There are a few ways a ghost can be put to rest. There's the common salt and burn the body, or destroying an object that a ghost may be attached to. There's also resolving the ghost's issue and helping them find peace, but this is a very rare way, and we've only seen this a few times in Supernatural. The other two ways of putting a ghost to rest is having a Reaper convince them to go to the afterlife, or have God interfere like he did with Kevin. But in all these ways, we've only seen spirits that were never sent to the afterlife. As long as you exclude Bobby, who was rescued from hell back in season 8, he went to hell after being a ghost and went to heaven. But that's a whole other thing. Crowley had paid the Reaper AJ to put him in hell. If all souls were to fall down from heaven, there would only be one place for them to go: the empty. Obviously, souls reside in the veil, but the souls in heaven don't deserve to go to hell, and they're very powerful. The souls wouldn't go to hell or go to purgatory, considering purgatory is a place for monsters after they die, and I like to think of it as a place for purification. I saw this video by the Theorizer. He does a great job at explaining it, so you can go look that up on YouTube if you want to know more about that. He does a great job at explaining how purgatory is a place for the purification of monsters. But the empty is a resting place for angels and demons, and they're all asleep, including the cosmic entity that basically has all control over the empty. If the empty is the only place to house these souls, then the best thing to do would to put them in there and then have them sleep for the rest of eternity instead of having them be tortured in hell or having them fight constantly like in purgatory. They would obviously need the help of a Reaper, and I would assume Billy would be the one to help them out with this, considering Billy's a whole nother story. We know that it's possible for someone to be in a different afterlife than they belong. Dean and Castiel, an angel and a human, spent a long while in purgatory, even though purgatory is for the monsters who died. We also saw Bobby in hell in season 8, episode 19, Taxi Driver, even though his soul belonged in heaven. So having souls in places where they don't really belong does not have an apparent effect on the place where they are, if that makes sense. Regarding all of that, there wouldn't really be a good way to be able to get rid of those souls or house them somewhere except putting them into the empty. But there's a way to prevent this. In the first few episodes of season 13, Jack calls out to Castiel after he was stabbed by Lucifer and died, waking him up in the empty, which led to his resurrection after he annoyed the cosmic entity so much to the point where he brought him back to life. And we know that the cosmic entity hates being woken up. But if Jack has the power to use his telepathy to connect with angels in the empty, this could be the solution to all of Heaven's problems. If Jack could wake up every single angel in the empty, the cosmic entity would have no choice but to send them back to Earth so he could return to his eternal slumber. The problem here is that Jack's grace is depleted. I have stated before that I believe Jack's grace will replenish over time considering Lucifer didn't take all of his grace. But if you saw the finale, which I'm hoping you did if you're watching this, Lucifer healed Jack's wound and it was still glowing. I have a small theory that Lucifer did this because he thought that Jack would kill Sam and then he would continuously feed off of Jack's grace when he needed to. All angels, including archangels, can have their grace replenish over time. We saw this with ANL and with Gabriel, so an angel and an archangel. Because of the fact that Jack was bred from an archangel, it would make the most sense that he would be able to have his grace replenish over time. So what does this leave us with? I think that once Jack's grace does replenish, Heaven will still be in trouble and need angels to keep it running if it doesn't fall at that point. I don't think it will, considering Naomi had told Castiel that Heaven is on lockdown. I think that Jack will get his powers back and then he will be able to call out to a good amount of angels, leading up to a huge angel rebellion in the empty and leading to the cosmic entity waking them up. Or instead of waking up a bunch of low-grade angels, he could wake up one angel who should have been running Heaven all of this time. Gabriel. If the cosmic entity restored Gabriel's grace during his resurrection, he would be able to keep Heaven running like Lucifer had done, but do a way better job because Gabriel is in a piece of shit. I do think Gabriel running Heaven is a good possibility considering we saw Castiel talk about this with Gabriel. Even though Gabriel doesn't feel he's worthy enough of that, we know that the angels would love to have Gabriel help him out with that stuff. And Gabriel is great and should be appreciated. And yeah, I know I make every video about Gabriel, but I feel like he definitely deserves to be in this video because this is very important. Because Gabriel's dead, apparently. If he actually is dead in the empty, along with Lucifer, I'm pretty sure that Jack would rather wake up Gabriel than wake up Lucifer because everyone had told him all along, hey, Lucifer's an asshole, Gabriel's not that bad. Like, yeah, he did some pretty fucked up shit, but think of it like this. Gabriel is a very important part of Supernatural, especially in the earlier seasons. You know, shit happens. There's one other possibility that I could think happening, and that would be once Jack's grace replenishes, maybe he goes up to Heaven and keeps Heaven running with his power. But we don't know how this would work. I know the angels wanted Jack because they thought he could make like new angels. That's what they thought Lucifer could do as well, but Lucifer cannot make new angels, and I do not believe that Jack can make new angels either. All I believe is that Jack has the power to keep Heaven running with his own grace. But Jack does not have his grace right now, so once it replenishes, he could go up to Heaven and reside there and keep it running, and that could be just the end of Jack's story. But I don't think that will be the end of Jack's story. I think Jack is going to be a long time part of Supernatural because he's basically like Castiel's son, and you know, all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I have to say. I hope you all enjoyed my take on this. If you have anything you want to let me know about this topic, let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, I hope you leave a like, or if you hated this, you feel free to dislike. That's your choice. So yeah, I hope you all have a nice day, and don't get possessed by any demons. I won't be doing that anytime soon. Bye!